Hello. Good morning, dear students. I am B.S. Nadia, lecturer in English in Suraj School, Mahendragarh. Dear students, you know very well that Suraj School, Mahendragarh is trying its best efforts to provide you first learning opportunities through online classes under the progressive guidelines of the management. So, in the same way, today I am going to deliver a lecture on the important topic of CBSE 12th class, that's an article writing. Dear students, you know very well that what's an article. In your previous classes, you have already been told about an article. An article is a piece of writing in a magazine or in a newspaper on a particular topic. So, to write an article is also an art. So, in your syllabus, dear students, you know very well that article writing has been included in the form of 10 marks. So, you know very well that your English question paper is divided into 3 sections, reading section, advanced writing section, and the last one is literature. And dear students, you know very well that writing section covers 30 marks, and in the same group article writing covers 10 marks. So first of all, I am here to tell you about the marks division. Division of marks, I mean to say. First of all, format. Dear students, format carries 1 mark. Format includes the title of an article, and second one, byline. Byline, it means who is writing the article, that is known as byline. I will tell you later about all this. And the second one is known as contents. Contents, it's the very important part of an article. Contents, this part carries 4 marks. And the last one is expression. It carries 5 marks. Contents, it means explanation of the article, how you express yourself on the concerned topic. There should be a maturity of your thoughts, and in expression, in this part, you should have grammatical accuracy, and the appropriate spelling and words are included in expression. If you don't commit any type of mistake by grammatical point of view, and you write all the spellings in appropriate way, you will be awarded by 5 marks. So dear students, this is the proper marks division of an article. The format is of 1 mark, and the second one, contents included 4 marks, and expression carries 5 marks. So this is the proper marks division of an article. Now dear students, I will tell you about writing an article. What points should be taken into consideration while writing an article? First of all, dear student, you will write the heading. Heading you will write in capital form. There are 2 methods of writing the heading. First of all, either you will write all the words in capital form, or you will write the first letter of each word in capital form. For example, uses of mobile phones. You can write the topic in this way, or you can write uses of mobile phones. This is known as the heading of an article. Dear students, the heading of an article should be very attractive. It should be eye-catching. It should be very impressive. And it should attract the attention of the reader. And then you will write byline. This part is known as byline. Byline, it means you will write the name of the writer who is writing an article. Generally it is given in the question paper, but if it is not given, at that time you can write by ABC or XYZ. You can assume. Generally it is given in the question paper, and heading is also given in the question paper. You should read the question very carefully, and if it is not given in the question paper, at that time you should frame it properly. So this is the first part, that is known as heading, and after that the second part is contents. Dear students, contents can be explained in three separate paragraphs. The first paragraph, that is known as introductory paragraph. Introductory paragraph. In this part, you will have to introduce the topic in a very impressive way. All your marks depend on this part of the article. You should be very matured while introduce yourself in the first part of an article. So this is known as introductory part of an article. And the second one is second paragraph. I mean to say, in the first paragraph you will introduce yourself. You will introduce about the topic in not more than 50 words. This thing you should keep in mind, that you should keep in mind the word limit also. The word limit of this part is not exceed than 50 marks, 50 words I mean to say. And the second part, second paragraph I mean to say, second paragraph, explanation. Explanation. You should express your ideas in a better way through different examples, through different ideas, examples. You can prove yourself better in this part of an article. You should explain the topic. Don't go astray. You should be coherent. I mean, relevance of ideas. Relevance of ideas. It is also known as coherence. Coherence. It means you should connect it to the topic. You should connect it to the topic. Don't go astray. That is known as a coherence. There should be proper connectivity between your ideas. Your ideas should be correlated to each other. Don't go astray to the topic. You should be connected to the topic. So this part is known as explanation. And the last one is conclusion. Conclusion. This is the very important part of an article. You will conclude your article in a very better way. Conclusion is the very important part of an article. You should not introduce additional information in this part. No. You should conclude what you have written in the first or in the second part. I have already told you that you should be very matured in the second part, in the paragraph second. In this part, either you will have to write the merits or demerits of the concerned topic, or you will have to write the advantages or disadvantages of the topic. It depends on the topic. Sometimes the topic is given, for example, you can say co-education. If there is topic co-education, so you can write what are the advantages of co-education and what are the disadvantages of co-education. So dear students, it depends on the topic, and sometimes suppose the topic is given usage of mobile phones. At that time you will explain the topic by giving advantages as well as disadvantages of the topic. It is very important for you dear students. It depends on the topic. Suppose there is a topic of environment pollution. So you will write advantages or disadvantages of environment pollution in this part. This is the very important part, part second. I mean to say the second paragraph on an article plays a very important role, and Dear student, at the end you will conclude your article. In concluding part, you will give remedial steps. Remedial steps. Or I mean to say suggestions. You will suggest some ways about the concerned topic. For example, how to use the mobile phone in a appropriate way, what things should be taken into mind while using a mobile phone. So you will explain all these things in your concluding part. So dear students, this was something about writing an article. So you will, once again I am here to tell you about the important points, that first of all you will write the proper heading of an article in capital form. After that you will write byline. Byline, it means who is writing the letter. Normally it is given in the question paper, and then you will introduce your topic in a very impressive way. You will start the topic in a very impressive way, and after that you will explain the topic with the mature ideas. Good ideas will be given due weightage, and after that in the end you will conclude your article in a very proper way. So this is something I have told you about writing an article. So dear students, if you have any type of query, you will ask me in my next lecture. That's all for today. Thanks and have a nice day. Thanks to you.